a foundation of longevity. People want to be around. People want to grow something with you. And it's great. It's just worked out really well since then. We love it. We love you.
All right.
Great.
Well, I tell you, I love to do those Skypes up there in Canada. The reason I like to do the Skypes, the first time I went to Canada, I got out of the airplane and all I could see was snowbanks where they plowed it, you know. I'm walking between two pillars. The Canadians are back there waving their flags all the time. You guys doing that all over. And, you know, I went up there in my Hawaiian shirt and I found out real quick I was out of place.
It's good to ask.
You know, Vaughn, I gotta say how proud I am of you. And what is that? To win among the winners, among the, you know, what you've done in kicking Surge off is just so remarkable. I'm so proud. What would be your words of advice to this group today?
Oh, that's simple. Treat people right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think so many times, well, first of all, I did know when we talked about Canadian, I did address, you know, Andrea and Don, who's on the team. But I did leave my West Coast people, and I see Chris Neville and Lori Pratt.
Yeah!
It's just, you know, you treat people right. You know, nobody wants to be in business. I don't care how good you are. Nobody wants to be with people that they can't trust.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
You know, and so for me, it isn't so much what can you do. It's how you
Treat people right.
You know, and Lorenzo said it earlier. He said, you know, people are buying you. They aren't buying an opportunity. And so just make sure that when they purchase you, that you are not one of those jokers or those wild cards. And you are exactly, and again, I understand none of us are perfect. You know, one of the things I admire about, and I'm gonna be honest, I you know, work hard, but man, hanging out with Rob is up 5 a.m. You know, he's in bed, and I'm sitting there saying, I got a son. I feel bad when I take my son on a bike ride, because I know this guy's out working. And it's just not Rob, but I mean, I don't coach. How many times in the morning have I text you at 4:30 just with an idea, and he'll text back, I'm coach, you're up. Or it could be at night. And so I know we look at, but coach, you work as hard as anybody I know.
Yeah.
And I feel bad, because I'm letting an 82-year-old guy outwork me. But he gets it done.
81.
It still matters. Woo!
And Coach, when's your birthday?
January
January 11th, it would be what?
82.
51.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, gang, we are about to change the whole look of network marketing.
Yeah.
I want to tell you. I'm going to tell you an underlining reason that we will. We're not up here bringing the leaders who have done it and asking them, what do you think? What do you need? How can we help you? And just run off and do nothing about it.
Thank you.
You see, so many companies that are run by those what do they call them, MDA? What is that, MBA? Or smart people? Okay? They're dumb when it comes to treating people right. They don't know how.
You're right.
What it's like to be in the trenches as a rep. And here we've had 20 years as a rep, and we know this for sure, that if you don't stay in touch with the rep, then you're out of touch with where you ought to be. I don't care how long it was that you were a rep, you got to still stay in touch. You got to know the heart of the reps right now, what's going on. And that's where we're going to be able to take this industry by storm. Surge365, Scott, I mean, we were reps for 20 years. 20 years. We've been built thousands and thousands, and many very successful people who are still in the business now, run by my son Frank. I mean, we know what it is to build a team. We know what it is to build a team that's still with us, that hangs in there with. We know what that is. But we got to stay up to date. We got to be able to listen every day to reps, to people that are out there saying, we need help. And so many of the companies out there, all they think about is profit and bottom line and how can we take advantage, how can we cut this guy's paycheck off. You need to be with a company that will never cut, never.
Yeah. Right.
You're going to get your pay. You need to be with a company that understands what it's like to be a rep, that works like crazy, and to be able to be with it. Folks, we're going to change. Why are we going to change? We listen. We're not just here bringing you up on stage to look pretty. 1 out of 3 does that, but that's not why we do it. That's not why we do it. We do it so, for instance, over the last 6 months of my life, I've had so many reps pour into my life. There's a lot of people who are here that I may not. They should be up here because I'm going to call some of them up and pour it into my life. They may not be ready to come out of hiding yet. They've been just sort of looking around to find out who we are, and that's fine. But I remember meeting a few people at the Indian village on 75, and I don't know if they're ready to come out of hiding or not, but if they are, I'll even call their names. I guess they're not, maybe they are. Oh, there's John, he's coming. Your buddy Hal's gonna, oh, I'm sorry, Hal, I shouldn't be calling your name. How about David Freed? David Freed, David Chandler. Are you guys in the crowd today? Are you ready to come out of hiding? I see David's there. All right, come on up here. How about the group that was around the table? Juliet, you were around the table yesterday morning when we talked about some things with reps. Anybody that was around that table yesterday morning where we talked about what reps needed? Come on up here. Okay? And then how about at noon? You had somebody with you at noon. Yeah, come on up here. Come on up here.
Nick and Chris.
All right. Yeah, Scott, get up here. You were around that table. Juliet, you were around that table. Get up here. Who else was around that table yesterday morning? Floyd, get up here. See, gang, we pay attention. Over the last 3 or 4 months, I think of the Wealth Builders Academy. Dave and Dave have been telling us we needed to do that for the last 6 months. They come up with a name. They said, Coach, we need something that's genuine. It's not something that's out there that's taking advantage of people, but something that is teaching people how they can become whatever it is that they're wanting to get out of networking. And I could go on, and I met at the Indian village with Hal and John, and Hal said, you're going to have something that you put together where we can take these people who are really networkers, but they're locked in with a company they don't like, they don't trust, they don't want to be there, but you got to have some way for them to get out. And I said, Hal, we don't do those special favors for one. We're not going to do anything for one person we don't do for everybody. That's just
right.
The way we are.
That's right.
Yeah, we're going to do the same thing for everybody.
That's right.
And then we're sitting at the table the other day with some people, and they said, well, and I got notes here, Scott, that I took that day. You say I don't keep track of what goes on. Look at that. Just because I don't have a computer, I had a sheet. And I wrote down it, and it was Damon. He probably doesn't even want anyone to know. I shouldn't have said that. Is he here now? Yeah, he had to go. Okay. Anyway, he said we got to have something where people can make a transition and they can make some money in the first 30 days. And I said, well, we got to, and I'm listening, and then I go over and I have lunch with you guys. And by the way, I picked up the tab too, didn't I? You're not used to that, are you? Yeah, get used to it around me, buddy. And you were there. And so I look around here, and Dave, I think of all the things that you poured into our company. And we listened. See, you gotta, the reason this is going to change the face of networking is because there's so many people held in slavery, reps, good reps, and they're held there because they can't leave. They don't want to stay, they don't like what they got, they don't like that they're captive, they don't like any of that stuff. Folks, let me announce, hold it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What we doing?
You're getting serious now. I got a t-shirt.
What we doing? What does it say?
30 days to $50,000. 30 days to 50K.
Every one of these people up here in some way or other have said, and many of you, we gotta have something that we can go to the big hitters and we can say to them, you can come with our company, and you say you can do it? Well, we can say we get a belly full of people that talk about doing it, but there's a lot that can do it. And they say what they can do, we can bring you 100 people just overnight. You just pay us this money up front. We had to figure out a way that we could take and give people 50K in they can earn 50K in 30 days and not break the company. See, so we put together a plan. Here it is. If they come in the first 30 days, any new person that comes in the first 30 days and puts 100 people in their team builders group, they're going to earn a total from that 100 people they did in 30 days, they'll earn a total of $50,000. Transition. Here's how it's going to work. The system, over a short period of time, we all know the system with the $10,000 bonus, with all the bonuses there. How many bonuses on the way up, Scott? 14, that's 14 grand right there. And a $10,000 bonus, that's 24.
Yeah.
So you gotta make 25, you gotta make 26.
Yeah.
Okay? The system pays you 26, and then what we're gonna do
100% match.
is every month that they have that 100 dated after in their first 30 days, every month they have 100 pay that $59.95. They're going to get a bonus of $5,000 for 5 months in a row.
Whoa.
The work they did in 30 days. 25 is going to come to them in the system. 5 is going to come every month. Gang, that gets them $50,000 in 5 months' time. $10,000 a month. You can talk to anybody that says, I need about $10,000 a month to make it to transition, and I can bring you all kind of people. You bring all kind of people, you bring them in, you bring your 100 people in your team builder team, and you will be paid over the next 5 months. That's transition money. Transition. But Scott, we're over there talking, again, listening to reps. And so Robert said, I guess I come in too early.
Start new again.
What are you going to do about me? What are you going to do about Vaughn? What are you going to do with all these people? Floyd, what about you? Yeah. You should have just waited, huh? Well, what do you think we ought to do, Scott?
Well, as of today, you're all brand new.
Reset the clock. Reset the clock.
Today starts your first day. So you have the month of, what month are we in? August.
Wow.
We're talking, and you see, now here, a brand new person has the advantage that they haven't ever had. Their market is still there for them to bring in. And look how many of our people brought 500 in the first 30 days, okay? Now, wait a minute. You're in your team builders team now, let's say you have 50 people.
and each one of them get 2, you just made yourself $50,000.
Shut up.
Wow. Your team builders group,
You get 100 in the
gets
first.
1, you just made yourself $50,000. If you, and here's the thing, none of the people that's in your group, if they quit paying, count against you. It's only the sales that start today. Today, everybody's on the clock. 50 grand in 30 days. You can do it. Every single person has the opportunity today. Get on your feet. What are you sitting there for?
Wow.
Bonus.
Wow.
You know something?
Whoa.
The point I want to make
Okay.
is when we sat down and talked to our people, it's not just to sit down and talk to our people. We talk and we listen. You guys have been such a big part of our life, what you have done. And I could go on and I could elaborate on each one that is in here, what you have done. And sitting around the table the other day, sitting around the table, out at the Indian Village, talking about what we had to do, Dave, for 6 months, Dave, what you've done. You've helped us, who are reps, understand what we need to really change the face of network marketing. We're going to talk about bringing them in out of basically, there's a lot of people out there that hate their company. They're not getting their paychecks.
Right.
They're going through all kinds of stuff, hanging on in hopes that somebody who doesn't understand beans from apple butter when it comes to network marketing is going to have a conversion. They ain't. They don't understand it. Folks, Surge365 is not just going to dominate the network marketing industry. We are going to change. We're going to bring a wave of people having fun, of people being happy, of people who run the company who say yes and no. That Scott, we didn't have to get when you designed the comp plan. You know what it pays out. We didn't have to get a bunch of MBAs or a bunch of smart people in there. In 2 minutes after we talked to you, in 2 minutes after Robert said, how about for us too? And I said, Scott, I'm about to drop a bomb on you. You said, okay, for new people. How about, and within 2 minutes you were able to say, here's how it will pay out and we can do it. And even though that it's only bringing in this much, paying out this much, we can do it off the breakage because we know what it is. Gang, you're the luckiest people in the world. We're going to change. Forever. Thank you so much.